So, I have a job now, like a full-time one, and it's not in game dev. This is a really positive change for me and a necessary one, but it does mean that Fire Weapons has mutated into a hobby/passion project, and I'm not sure how much time and energy I'll have to work on it in the future. But I would still like to finish it someday, and I'll keep posting updates when I have them. I probably should have made something smaller. Oh well. It's still been fun and a great learning experience, and someday it will get done. Assuming our robot overlords don't take over. I do have a few updates to share though. I've updated the look of the bridge a bit, added some small lighting details and more doodads. I made these alert condition indicators for the lower side panels. I'm not sure what to display on the big screens when not in combat though. Maybe the right one can show some like engineering schematic, and the left one could show a mini-map of the sector. Speaking of which, I decided I wanted to implement an exploration mechanic. After all, this is a space game. Previously I'd made this very tiny map that fits in the view screen, but it's not very interesting. So I made it bigger and put it on another part of the bridge, and created another part of the bridge to put it on. So you start off at the bottom of the sector, and the map is all obscured except for the stars. You can see those because they're big and shiny. This is still a work in progress, but the idea is that you'll have a limited number of probes, and you'll use those to scan areas of the map for points of interest. Sending a probe will reveal a circle of hexes like this, and you'll only be able to do an FTL jump to hexes that you've revealed. There will be other ways to discover where certain objects are, like learning intel from ships and scans and stuff like that. It's all got to be fleshed out. The wormhole at the top of the sector will let you proceed to the next level, but it will be guarded, so you'll want to gather resources and build your deck before moving on. The map is procedurally generated using a seeded Perlin noise function, and lots of seeded random stuff to determine where stars, planets, asteroids, enemies and anomalies will go. There is a logic to where these all generate, like planets near stars, that sort of thing, so an experienced player will have an advantage in knowing where to look, which I think is a good backbone for what makes a roguelike game interesting. The buttons here are all debug by the way at the moment, it'll look much nicer later. If you encounter an enemy, you'll switch back to the main part of the bridge and do the combat encounter as usual. There's a new alien! I drew this one. These will be the aliens that fly the green ships with the purple crystals. Anyway, as you or the enemy play cards, these indicators will appear at the top, building up a log of all the cards that have been played recently. All the good card games have this sort of thing, and the tooltips give a bit more info too. I've also changed the damage system a bit. When the shields are up, hitting a module, like a weapon or a system, with an attack will do 1 damage to it, and the modules have 10 hit points. But when the shields are down, the module will lose all its hit points and be destroyed, and so you won't be able to play any cards that derive from that module. I think this makes sense because if there's no damage to modules with the shields up, then there's no point in targeting fire for like most of the combat. And this way, having the shields down becomes a much more serious concern than just losing hull points. Whether this works out as fun will depend a lot on playtesting. But for that, I need to flesh out the cards a lot more and make more enemies and kind of just finish the game. There's still so much more to do. Lots of cards to make the art and the mechanics for, more aliens, more spaceships, a proper interface for upgrading of ship, like a main menu, stuff, sound, music, all that, bloody hell. Oh yeah, I've made a new part of the bridge for like upgrading your cards and your systems on your ship, but that's very bare bones at the moment. So yeah, that's about it for now. Just wanted to do a quick update and let you know what's going on, and that it might be quiet here for a bit, but don't worry. Sooner or later we'll get our chance to fire all weapons. Probably.